You're going to get somebody who's going to go to work for you each and every day. You're going to get a leader. You're going to get an igniter, somebody who's going to come in each and every day, bring that energy, bring that mental and physical toughness and edge to your team, and a leader who's going to push everybody to be as great. I had an informal with them, yeah. It went good. It went good. Just talking football, getting to know me a little bit, and talked about their defense, my defense, and it was good. It was scout. No, I haven't talked to Detroit yet, but I definitely stay in contact with Terrion and BB for sure. Yeah, they just giving me insight on how their experiences went, and I call them almost weekly to just see how they're doing, get knowledge. BB plays safety, and just see how Terrion doing, and just compare the game from college to the NFL.
You said you haven't had a meeting.
Nah.
But they are looking for somebody up there telling them somewhere in the draft. What would it be like to land, get Detroit and play with them?
Yeah, it would be great to play with my guys, Terrion and BB on the defense side of the ball. We already had that great chemistry, and we come from the same lineage in college football and playing for under Coach Saban. So all of us are like-minded, and we still brothers to this day. And like I said, our relationship is great. Yeah. Yeah. BB, we came in together as freshmen in 2020, and we were like two peas in the pod. We really was attached everywhere we went. And so we kind of got a similar mindset of we don't want to limit ourselves to what we can do on the football field. We look at ourselves as DBs, and I think that's the biggest thing, to just have confidence in yourself to be able to play multiple positions, and that creates more value for yourself. Yeah, I think it's very important. Having football IQ and studying game film, it allows me to go out there and play at a different speed. It allows me to see things before they happen. And when you just prepare the way you're supposed to prepare week in and week out, you can go out there and make plays off of that.
And then do you feel like you can play most safety spots, or is there one position like Reed that you're not playing center field for, or do you like playing out in the box more? Like, which one do you feel like fits on?
Whatever the team need me to do. If you need me to be deep in the post or in the deep part of the field, I can do that. If you need me to come down and fill the box and play the run, I can do that as well. If you need me to go cover down on the slot or cover speed at 3, I'm comfortable with doing that as well. So I think that just comes from my experience of, when I first came into school, I was a star for the first 4 years, and now I moved to safety. So it kind of gave me, I feel like I have an advantage of being able to be versatile, but also being able to be comfortable in doing new things. Because this year was my first year playing safety, and I feel like it was the best year I've had in college.
Now, you meet with the Bills?
No, I met with the Bills at the Senior Bowl.
So how'd that go down?
It went good. It went good. We really didn't talk too much about football. They just wanted to get to know me as a person and my upbringing.
A lot of teams do value versus physical. What would you say is your strongest point of view?
My strongest point of the field, I would have to say, like, my man coverage and my instincts. Like I said, I played star for 4 years, so I feel like I have a different type of experience level than the other safeties. Just coming down and being comfortable guarding guys. Like, for example, freshman year, I was guarding Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith every day at practice. And so I don't think there's a lot of guys better than those two out there. So it was definitely, Alabama definitely prepared me for that.
Is there anybody like in the league that you follow the game at?
I try to look at a lot of people. Playing star for 4 years, I had a lot of experience there, but moving to safety, I was trying to find a way to bridge that gap and get as much experience at safety as I could before the season, like I did it with star. And so I was watching Jessie Bates, like how he played in the post, Derwin James, how he would be blitzing, BB, how he covers in the slot, because he still plays scooch technique like we played at Alabama. And like I said, I just try to take bits and pieces from everybody and all the top guys in the league, because you can learn something from everybody.
Are you participating in the field drills? And so which one are you looking for? Which one are you looking more to
Yeah.
participating in, and then what do you looking to showcase the team that maybe they're not seeing in the team?
Yeah, I'm actually not participating. I'm coming off surgery, sports hernia surgery, December 18th. So I just got cleared like 2 weeks ago. But I plan on doing everything at pro day.
You spoken to the Raiders at all, and what's your impressions of the camp?
Yeah, spoke to the Raiders informally on Tuesday, and this is a great organization. They were just trying to get to know me as a person, and we talked a little football and stuff like that. But the scout I met with, he was cool. You said the most underrated part of my game. I would have to say my tackling. This year playing in the deep part of the field, when the C split, you had to be able to get the guy on the ground. And for me to come in and switch positions and be my first year playing safety and not have a lot of experience playing deep safety, I feel like I did a great job of tackling in the open space.
Have teams talk to you about their ideal role for you? Is it a deep safety role, or I know you play some slot?
Yeah, they kind of ask me what I'm more comfortable with, but I tell them it's whatever the team needs. Like if the team needs a safety, a deep safety, I can do that. If the team needs me at nickel, I can play nickel and guard the man in the slot. So I'm very versatile, and I take pride in that.
Are there elements of Brian Branch's game and other Alabama guys around the secondary? What about his game kind of stands out to you? Is there anything you can take from this level?
Yeah, just how fundamentally sound he is and how smart he is as a football player. Like I said, we were just on the phone the other day talking about just life and football, and I always ask him little techniques that he does or what he's picked up in the league that's different from college and stuff like that. So he's always giving me little gems, and definitely the man-to-man coverage in the slot and just his physicality.
What have you met with the Steelers at all in this process?
No, I haven't.
What is it about your Alabama, the coach that you guys have, DB, Terry, that made you guys so good and they're translating well over to the league?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we just want to be great. At the end of the day, when we was in school, we pushed each other to be great each and every day. And under Coach Saban, it was definitely a lot. A lot of people could look at it as pressure, but we look forward to that type of pressure. Going to the University of Alabama, we know that we was going to be put on the biggest and brightest stages of them all, and that's why you choose to go to Alabama, to go there and perform in front of 100,000 people every time and get everybody's best shot. Because we are everybody's Super Bowl national championship every time we play, no matter who we play, and so that gives us a different way to prepare, because we can never slack, because we know that somebody's always coming. But that's just the mentality we have at the University of Alabama, especially on defense. Like when you just look at the guys that come through the Saban era, and even now with Coach Womack, he's still carrying on that legacy of being a tough, gritty defense. I would have to say it was probably my very first game as a freshman. We was playing at Missouri, and I was kind of just in awe that I was really out there with, I'm looking to my left, I see Patrick Surtain out there and everything. So it kind of took me a minute to get actually into the game. But I would say after that, I kind of settled in and, just started doing my job and having fun with it. No, I haven't spoken to them.
If you do have an opportunity to play for the
Uh-huh.
talk about playing with defense with Michael Parsons. How much easier and fun would that make it with the back?
Yeah, it would definitely make it fun. When you have a good front seven or good interior players, it definitely make DB's jobs a lot easier, because the quarterback got to get the ball out a lot faster. For example, I kind of seen that this year with the guys we had up front, and Jihad coming out. He's versatile. He kind of reminds me of Michael Parsons a little bit, just the versatility that he has, because we lined him up on the edge and he can go rush on the edge. Then we can put him in the box and he can play the runs and shoot gaps as a linebacker. But he also can cover receivers down the middle of the field. And so I feel like playing with Jihad and D-Law and those guys up front, it definitely was a fun experience.
How much fun would it be to yourself and I, because you be tasked with in practice trying to stop CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott going deep?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, going to the University of Alabama, it kind of prepared me for that. Iron sharpen iron. Like I said, I was going against Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle every day my freshman year. And so I feel like I'm very well prepared to take on those tasks in practice each and every week.
You talk about some of those safeties coming back next year for Alabama, Bray, Keon,
Yeah. Bray, Keon, these guys are they come to work each and every day. They have a pro-like mentality and about the way they go about their work. and they love the game of football. They're hungry and eager to get better each and every day, and they are going to have a big season for sure. I'm actually not showcasing anything tomorrow. No, ma'am. All at Pro Day. Yes, ma'am. I had surgery December 18th for a sports hernia, and I just got cleared like 2 weeks ago. So I'm just now starting back to run and get back into the normal things that I'm used to doing. But I definitely plan on doing everything at Pro Day.
Malachi, who in the NFL would you say your play style is most like?
That's a great question because, like, when I was playing star, I would look at stars and nickels in the league, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably say BB, just because we come from the same background as it comes from technique and play style, and he still plays that same type of style that we play at Alabama and scooching, and then he got moved to safety this year also when I got moved to safety. So we were just talking back and forth with each other, getting knowledge of what we're seeing and how we could be instinctive and make plays.
What is your play style?
I'm an aggressive, instinctive player. I'm a player that I really take pride in my preparation, and that allows me to go out there and play fast. But I'm also a great communicator. Coming into Coach Saban defense, definitely playing star. You're like almost the quarterback of the defense, so to say. And so I'm very used to just talking and being loud and communicating. And even when I went back to safety this year, my communication was, I would say, even better because I could communicate to everybody on all three levels of the defense, from D-line to backers to corners on both sides. And so I would just say my physicality and my instincts. Yeah, it was a tough task. I'm not gonna lie, but I looked forward to it. I knew that he was gonna push me to be better each and every day, and like I said, it prepared me for Saturdays and prepared me for coming into this league because I was going against the Heisman Trophy winner each and every day at practice.
What about J-Mo?
Same thing. J-Mo, he got a different type of speed, and you see that, but seeing it every day at practice is a little different though. So you definitely just get acclimated and used to guarding people that fast, and like when you go to the game with people not that fast, it makes it easier. Definitely. God does everything for a reason. And when I was younger, in my younger days, I was kind of, everybody comes to the college and thinks that they're going to leave in 3 years and that's their plan. But God showed me that everything is on his timing. And I just been leaning on him throughout this process and throughout my college career, and just putting my trust and faith in him and knowing that everything is already written and everything that happened is meant to happen.
What is Michigan getting in Justice and Damon, and what are maybe some scouting reports on each of those guys?
Justice and who?
Damon.
Oh, yeah. They're getting hard workers. Those guys come to work each and every day. They're great teammates. They love their teammates, and they want to be great. And it's definitely something that Michigan is going to get out of both of them.
What do you remember about scouting this past season, actually playing against places like Alabama?
Yeah, Missouri, their whole offense revolved around Luther Burden, and so that was our biggest thing coming in. Like just watching film, anytime it was a big time down or even first plays of the game, we knew they was going to try to get him the ball, and so we was definitely keyed into that the whole time that week. And then when we came to game time, our film study and preparation kind of took over, and he's a great player, but they weren't really able to do much.
I was going to ask, obviously you all dominated for most of the game, but were there any other receivers that stood out to you?
Not really, I'm going to be honest.
If you could change anything about college football, what thing would it be?
That's a great question. I would say it's kind of like a free for all right now with all like the portal and the money and stuff. But I feel like that might be a question for somebody else. I really don't have too much insight on that.
I got a question. You do have some insight on.
All right.
You got your natural rivals, Auburn, Tennessee. What about Georgia? Has that become a rivalry, and what made that game so special for Alabama over the last during your career?
Yeah, I would definitely say it has been, just because we two of the top dogs in the SEC almost each and every year. And it's always going to be a great game every time we go against them, and we look forward to those type of matchups.
Yeah, and then just as far as coaching change, I know Coach has a different style than Coach Saban.
Yeah.
What's ahead for Alabama? And is it just a matter of that team transitioning in? How would you maybe describe some of the differences?
Yeah, we knew that going into last year. I can say it now, but we knew it was going to be hard to win a national championship first year after a coaching change, especially after Coach Saban's been there for 17 years. And so everything was kind of new to everybody. And, we had to go through growing pains and go through learning curves. But now that Coach DeBoer has a season under his belt and he got the right staff around him and he's being able to recruit his players and the things of that nature, I feel like Alabama's going to be in a great position going forward with Coach DeBoer. He's just as competitive and motivated to win and hates to lose like Coach Saban. He just has a different way of going about it. But they're both like-minded in that aspect. And I got tremendous respect for Coach DeBoer for even taking a job at the University of Alabama. I told him that the first time we ever met, because a lot of people don't want to come in after the greatest football coach of all time come in, and they don't want to come in and fill those shoes, and it's a hard and difficult task. But for him to be man enough to step up and take that challenge, it says a lot about him.
What would you say about Jalen Milroe? We saw Milroe do some unbelievable things, and there were moments that weren't so great. What do you see in Jalen Milroe's future?
I see him being a great quarterback in the NFL. He comes to work each and every day. He's one of those guys that's the first in the facility and the last to leave. He's a guy that's going to be a team player and always going to do what's best for the team. And like I said, he's a great person to be around, and I feel like he's going to have a great career.
A lot of people see Kalen Moore as kind of this quiet, more reserved coach compared to Coach Saban.
Yeah.
What are some of those moments that maybe you guys saw that some of the public did?
Sometimes when we'll come out and not start fast in practice or in games like that, you can see the emotion from Coach DeBoer. And before the games, him just talking to us, and you can see his willingness to win and his desire to go out there and win and be competitive each and every day. But he's definitely a guy that pushes his players, though. It's not like he just quiet all the time and doesn't say anything. He definitely demands greatness out of us.
Is there a specific time when you were like, okay, this was the right hire for Alabama?
Yeah, I would say, fall camp, we kind of got into a little scuffle or whatever, and he kind of, got into us a little bit about that, just like Coach Saban would. And so that was kind of when I seen like, okay, Coach DeBoer and Coach Saban kind of got the same mindset and the same mentality when it comes to team camaraderie and how we should perform and how we should be on the field with each other.
What was it like just learning the new system this year under Kalen Moore?
Yeah, it was a positive thing. Coach Saban had cover 7. That's mainly what we ran 95% of the time, and so I knew that in the league there's no cover 7 in the league. And so for Coach Womack to come in and implement an NFL style defense, vision and drive based, one high defense, I feel like it's going to help me on the learning curve of going to the NFL, because I learned how to have vision on the quarterback and drive and not just play man to man or rip list match. And when you look in the league, that's something that teams do often, is play vision coverage and drive on the ball. And me as safety moving this year, it allowed me to be in the deep part of the field. And like I said, in the league, when you look at one high defenses, safeties are really deep in the field. And so kind of gave me I would say a head start in kind of learning and getting acclimated to NFL style defenses, because up here I've been installing team defenses, and it's all kind of the same terminology, but it all reverts back to basically what we ran this year.
You got a chance to meet with the Tennessee Titans?
No, I haven't met with the Titans yet. Yeah, I had a formal with the Eagles on Tuesday, and then I met with the Saints, the Raiders, the Jets, the Texans, Dolphins, Colts. I probably met with about 15 or so teams on Tuesday informally. Definitely. I definitely hope I end up somewhere with some Alabama players on there, just because, it gives you a sense of, I would say, familiarity. And when you come in into a new locker room, a new system, it kind of gives you a chance to be comfortable that you know somebody there or know somebody that's been through the same things that you have been through. And, every time you're on a team with a Alabama guy, you know what you're going to get out of them. You know you're going to get a great player, a great person, somebody that's striving for greatness each and every day and is going to bring the best out of their teammates.
Alabama is the powerhouse college. What makes Alabama stand out? What makes Alabama stand out across sports?
Yeah. I would say our mindset and the way we go to work each and every day, the work we put in the spring and the off season, and even throughout the week. We know that nobody else in the country works harder than we do. And credit to Coach Dave Ballou and all the coaching staff for always staying on top of us and always pushing us to not be complacent. And I think it just comes from the culture that Coach Saban's built and the culture that Coach DeBoer and everybody is continuing to leave on. And it's definitely something special when you come in, and just the competitive spirit that we have there at the University of Alabama each and every day at practice, going against the best of the best. And it just drives us to continue to better ourselves each and every day.
What was the biggest transition from Saban era to DeBoer era?
I would say for me it was just defensively, going away from a lot of too high safety coverages, a lot of split safety coverages, quarters, and things of that nature, to more, like I said, vision-based, one high defenses and coverages. And like I said, I looked at it as a positive thing, because whether I went out last year or Coach Saban was still there and I was coming out this year, I was going to have to get used to a new coaching staff anyway. And so I just looked at it as a new opportunity for me to, like I said, get ahead of the learning curve and know how to work with new coaches and how to work with a new playbook. And like this summer and this off season, I was drilling the playbook so I could know the playbook as well as I knew the playbook for Coach Saban. So I would say that was the biggest difference for me.
What player that you faced had the most games?
During my time in college, I would have to say most game speed. I would say probably Kadarius Toney. Yeah, my freshman year I saw Kadarius Toney, so he had some speed on him for sure.
What's the biggest thing you think that you worked upon in your career in college as a defense?
I would just say my knowledge of the game. Coming out of high school, I really didn't know that much of football. Like, I knew the defensive side, but once I mastered the defensive side, I kind of got an opportunity to study the opposing side. I've been learning route concepts and run fits and run schemes and how offenses look and attack the defense that you're in. And one of the biggest things I've worked on from like 2023 to 2024 was like, I've always been a guy that's watched film and prepared really well, but sometimes I would second guess and not trust myself in what I seen. But this year, I was able to make a lot of plays based off my film study, and that was great.
When you're in those meetings with the teams and they ask you what separates you from the other guys in your position group, what is it?
I would say my ability to cover in the slot. I played star for 4 years, and like I said, I was going against Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. Like last year, I was guarding Malik Neighbors the whole game, so I have a experience of guarding elite players at that position. I'm comfortable doing that, and so I think that's what separates me from the rest of this class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's